I feel like everyone overall is doing really good. Obviously coming off a big win. And the momentum that we have, it's been fun, and we're doing good.
Who taught you about the Tennessee rivalry? Were you aware of it before you came?
No, I was not. They kind of just told me this week how big it was, so I'm excited for it.
Did you hear about it?
What did they say about it?
I'm not sure. There was a story about something in the past. I'm not sure really about it, but I know it's a big game.
You didn't hear about it at all before this week, even? Mm-hmm. So was it a surprise to you that?
Yeah, a little bit. But it'll be fun. I'm excited for it.
You know there's a big industry in the Department of Government?
No, I did not.
You must have been studying. You just had time to learn about this stuff. You're studying in school and stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What have you seen from their defense?
Tough, fast. I know they return a lot in the secondary, so it'll be a good test for us receivers, tight ends. I'm excited for that.
Speaking of secondary, you're working against Alabama's every day. Have you noticed the growth in those young guys?
Absolutely. I go against Minka every single day. I feel like I go against him the most, and just seeing his growth throughout this whole process it's been awesome, and he's really matured.
Where have you seen him, specifically, where have you seen him make progress? The drops, some of that kind of stuff. Where have you seen him?
Just overall in his game, just how he carries himself around here too. He's not. He might be 18 years old, or I don't know how old he is, but he's, at least in my eyes, he's one of the older guys, playmaker on our team. One of our leaders.
Who wins most of those battles between you guys in practice?
We go back and forth. I feel like.
Were there moves or tricks you could use against him, like the first couple weeks of the season or fall camp, that you can't use anymore that he's figured out?
Yes and no. I don't know. I try to do different stuff every time I go against him.
So he plays kind of a hybrid role right now. What does he do physically, or what does he bring to the table skill set wise that I guess lends itself to maybe him having a good future at corner once he transitions to more of that traditional type of role?
He's really smart out there. I feel like that's one of his biggest things, how smart he is, and he's really physical. Obviously, can run. But really, just how smart he is, reading the defense, reading the quarterback. I feel like that's one of the best things he's got.
And he can cover too.
Absolutely.
What's going through your mind when you see Derrick Henry running for 30 times, 31, 32 times? What's going through your mind when you see him, those last few runs of the game?
Just that I gotta block my guy, because I know at any point he can break off a 70-yarder.
Just see him to run that much. What's it mean for someone to have someone who can run that much in a game?
It's awesome. It takes a big load off of the receivers, tight end, quarterback. Like I said, all we gotta do is block for him, and he does the hard part.
I saw he ran over Shank mistakenly. Has he been blocked before? Ever run over you?
Yeah, he's definitely ran and hit me on my back. It's not a pleasant feeling, but it's happened.
So you understand kind of what defenders go through when they're trying to bring them down?
Yeah, I feel sorry for them.
How have you seen kind of the offense evolve a little bit? It seems like, 1 week you rely a lot on the pass, the next week it's the run, and sometimes intermediate, but how have you seen the offense evolve since you've been here?
I just feel like we're clicking on all cylinders. Like you said, one game we can pass, one game we're running, whatever we need to do, that's going to work. Whatever's working that game, we know we can rely on that because we have the guys. So I feel like that just speaks a lot about our offense, just because, we can do it all when we need to do it.
When you were weighing your decision to come here, did you foresee you having this big a role in the offense?
Honestly, I don't know. I just saw the opportunity, and I'm glad I came here.
the biggest rivalry out west that you were involved in?
The Civil War, Oregon and Oregon State.
What was that like compared to anything you've seen around here?
That was probably not as hostile as around here.
Really something called the Civil War, wasn't as hostile
Yeah.
in the SEC game. What was the experience like at Kyle Field? Kind of got to see the fourth quarter sway, that kind of thing. What was that experience like, just the fans and stuff?
It was really cool. I mean, that stadium it's massive, and their fans, they're really cool for them. They're supporting the whole game. We're loud. I know we had trouble, at the end of the second quarter with just how loud they were, but it was a really cool experience.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.